And I think the key thing to realize with importance is it's not the same as you must do it. Okay, so if I must do something, that's not the same as important.
So you're saying that urgency is not importance.
Well, let me come to urgency in a minute,
Okay, okay,
because
okay.
urgency is another thing.
Oh, it's a different thing. Okay.
Yeah, but so take for example, buying food. Right, you must buy food because if you don't, you will starve. So let's say you have to, you must buy food, but does that mean that it's important? And I would say no, it doesn't, because because my definition of importance is how long you spend on it or how long you want to spend. Is it something? So, for example, do you have a life goal to spend as much time as possible in the supermarket?
No.
Because probably not, or another way of thinking about it is, would you miss it if it was gone? If you were told, sorry, Snehal, but from now on, all your food will just be automatically delivered via the internet. It's just going to appear in your kitchen and you don't have to go to the shops ever again. Would you think, oh, I used to enjoy going around the supermarket? Now, you might do if you're a chef and you love choosing ingredients, fine. But most of us, we would think, well, I wouldn't miss it. And like you have to fill up your car with petrol. But if you never had to fill your car up again, once you get an electric car and you just plug it in, are you going to miss putting the petrol in your car? Probably not. No. So we have to do these things, and we have to, clean our house. We have to wash up and all these things, but it doesn't mean they're important.
Okay.
So, we wouldn't miss washing up if we, it's not our life goal to maximize. So what my tests for importance are, is it a life goal that you've got and would you miss it? And so the point about all this is that once you realize that things like buying food and washing up are not actually important, then you can think, how can I minimize the time? How can I spend less time on food shopping?
Okay.
Maybe I can go less often. Maybe I can buy some of it from the internet. Maybe I can get a friend to do my shopping while they do theirs and pay them a little bit. Or maybe I can spend less time in the supermarket by having a very efficient system or whatever. I can start to think about how I can minimize it, because we already talked about minimizing the bad stuff, didn't we? And basically, if it's just a must do that's not important, our objective is then, how can we minimize it? And once you realize that almost everything is not important, then there's loads of scope for minimizing all of that. So you can have more time playing the saxophone or doing whatever it is you do want to do.
Right.
So playing the saxophone is more important than buying food for me.